once again, Women of Honor Wednesday. I'm Ian Riccaboni. I'm joined today by Mandy Leone and God's Gift QT Marshall. For the ring introductions, we'll send it to Bobby Cruz to introduce our first competitor.
This is a Women of Honor Wednesday match set for one fall. Approaching the ring, wrestling out of New Bedford, Massachusetts, Taylor Hendricks.
Well, as we see Taylor Hendricks make her way down to the ring, QT, what did you have to say? I thought I introduced your name, right?
Yeah, you did, Ian. It used to be God's Gift to professional wrestling, but it's God's Gift to commentary, Ian, Ricky Daddy.
Oh, geez. Well, Mandy, here you see a Women of Honor competitor, Taylor Hendricks. You've been down the road and back with her. The famous no disqualification match in Philly. And I understand you're out here tonight with a purpose on your mind to watch Taylor. And we'll have some questions later for you, but
Okay.
we're going to take it to her opponent right now, who's making her way down to the ring.
Her opponent, wrestling out of Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, Jenny Rose.
And here we see Jenny Rose, a woman that we are both familiar with, or we're all familiar with. Mandy, I know you've trained with Jenny Rose.
I did.
QT, I know you know her from the ROH Dojo. She's recently back from a tour of Japan where she's been with Seedling and Diana. Competed in action there. She's looking for a measure of revenge here tonight. Mandy, I know you two are training partners.
Yes.
And I know she has a lot on her mind after what we saw in Philadelphia.
Yes. Jenny Rose is amazing. Her and I had the Future of Honor match together. Well, that was my debut match for Ring of Honor, so that was exciting. She's been in and out of Japan for 5 years, so I think she's prepared for this.
Here we see referee Paul Turner calling for the Code of Honor. So, QT, what are you wearing tonight?
What am I wearing, Ian? This is God's Gift to sports jackets, Ian. Take a look at this, Ian.
It's fancy.
Are you kidding?
No, I'm not kidding, Ian. And you know what? We're just going to address the elephant right in the room right now. Mandy, in Philadelphia, you had the opportunity to hit Taylor with that steel chair. Why didn't you do it?
I gotta be honest, you know, I'm a Woman of Honor QT, and in that moment I was just naive, and I just let that moment consume me, and I got lost in the moment, and she took advantage of me.
Well, QT, if we'll get to those questions soon. I'd hate for you to ambush our guest here.
I'm not ambushing, Ian. The fact of the matter is I am now a broadcast journalist, and I ask the hard-hitting questions.
Well, that you did, as we see a test of strength. You know, a lot has been said about Taylor Hendricks, about, her ways, about her descent into madness, the madness in her eyes, but she's channeled that into a very stellar record here in Women of Honor. As we see the bridge, the athleticism. She's a black belt in Taekwondo.
She is.
And she's liable to pull out all sorts of moves, a variety and a repertoire that many Women of Honor simply don't have.
And she's not afraid to use the steel chair, Ian. Call a spade a spade.
Oh, takedown, cover one. Whoa!
Wow.
Look at the bridge out by Jenny Rose. Cover one. Sends her off the ropes. Looking for a hip toss. Wow. Some arm drags here. I know she's learned a lot. Whoa! Competed in Japan for the greater part of 5 years. Competed against stars from all over the globe.
Absolutely, and Jenny is showing why Women of Honor Wednesdays is such a hit.
Absolutely, and Women of Honor Wednesday hit around the globe. Our fans in Europe, Italy, France, England. We know the Middle East watches, Egypt, Saudi Arabia, Iran, Iraq. They all are watching Women of Honor Wednesday. If you want to join the conversation, hit us up at @women_of_honor. Wow, the crowd evenly split here in Pittsburgh.
They sure are.
Ooh, big back elbow. And Mandy, what are you out here tonight for? I know, it seemed like things were settled between the two of you. Whoa!
Wow.
Hooks the leg, cover one, two.
I hope Jenny's got a great dentist.
Yeah,
Well, you know, Ian, I'm just out here watching. Unfortunately, as you know, since the no disqualification match in Philadelphia, I haven't been in action. And I just needed time to recover. And I don't know. I'm more excited to be here to see Jenny Rose, I have to be honest.
Well, this is the first time we've seen Taylor since then as well. The physical and emotional toll. QT, you've been in no disqualification matches as well. What does it feel like as a competitor? I mean, does it take a while to get back into your stride a little bit?
Oh, absolutely. I mean, first of all, it hurts, especially when there's weapons involved and stuff. I mean, it's hard to come back from, and that's why I'm here, Ian. That's why I'm sitting down right next to you right now calling this match.
We understand you've been recovering from some neck surgery, and we're glad to have you here as we see, speaking of, Taylor working on the head and the neck right now. Ooh,
Aww.
clubbing forearm, and another. Cover 1, 2. Referee Paul Turner, perfect position. You know, I see a lot of Women of Honor t-shirts in the crowd here tonight at Stage AE. One of the most popular sellers on ROHWrestling.com.
Absolutely. Women of Honor has revamped women's wrestling around the world, Ian.
And it's because of athletes like Taylor Hendricks, who is not afraid to bend the rules, but maybe not break them. Taking that to a 4 count. Jenny Rose now fighting up. Oh. As we see Jenny Rose trying to get back to her feet. Mandy, ooh, what did you learn coming out of that no DQ match? You've never been in an environment like that, and I saw something in your eyes. There's sort of something I can't even quantify or describe. What did you learn from that match?
Ian, I was so naive in that match, and you know, I thought for myself as a woman of honor that this wouldn't be a problem beating a woman of dishonor. But you know, I've learned my lesson.
2. Oh, almost a 3 there. Sorry to cut you off,
That's
Mandy.
okay. I've learned my lesson, and now I've realized that in order to beat Taylor Hendricks, who is a woman of dishonor, I myself need to be a woman of dishonor.
I don't know that, with all due respect, Mandy, I don't know if you have that in you. I've known you for years, and that's not something that...
Ian Riccadaddy, I don't mean to cut you off, but leave her alone. If the woman wants to become a woman of dishonor, maybe it's about time that that's what she's done. She's tried the other route, and maybe this one will work out for her.
Yeah, Ian, when taking on someone like Taylor Hendricks, you have to be like that. You don't always have to be like that, but I've found with my experience now that that's who I'm going to have to become in order to beat her, and I'm not going to stop until I beat her.
Well, I hope we don't see that side of you. I mean, that's something that, you know, Taylor Hendricks, while her record speaks for itself, that's not, as you mentioned, it's dishonorable, as we're looking perhaps for the Kiss Goodnight Tombstone. Whoa!
Wow.
German suplex.
Very impressive.
And could this be the opening Jenny Rose needs to win this match to get back in it?
Come on, Jenny.
Referee Paul Turner administering the standing count here. Jenny Rose, the first back to her feet. She perhaps has the advantage because of that.
Yeah, but she's using the ropes to get up, Ian. I mean, that's the cheap way out, I'll be honest.
Cheap way? You're the one who, when we were discussing your career, any means necessary? Is that?
Do as I say, not as I do, Ian.
Oh, all right, QT. Ducks the big double axe handle. Jenny Rose off the ropes. Clothesline connects. And a big back elbow. And Jenny Rose on a roll right now. This would be a defining win for Jenny Rose and Women of Honor. Off the rope she goes. Big spear.
Here.
Has to be in 1, 2.
Oh, God, that was close.
It's going to take a lot more to put Taylor away, Ian.
And I think so. We all saw what Mandy put her through as we see a front face lock here. And I can't help think maybe the physical and emotional toll. If Taylor's found a way to channel that, she's going to be unstoppable here in Women of Honor. But Jenny Rose might have the antidote
Going up here.
for the poison Taylor administers. Up to the top. Big diving clothesline in the center of the ring. Why didn't she go for the pin here, QT?
That's why, Ian, right there.
1, 2. Whoa.
Oh. That was close.
And that's the mark of a veteran wrestler, maybe going straight from one move to another, knowing when the game plan's not working, or when it is working and trying to cash in.
She knew she was going to need a lot more than that to put Taylor Hendricks away.
And that speaks to the competitor Taylor Hendricks is, as we see an Irish whip reverse.
Oh.
Big spinning kick. going for the cover. 1, 2. Oh, just draped on her. I don't know if she had enough there.
It's moves like that that make me agree with Mandy that she might have to go to that dishonorable place to, in fact, beat Taylor Hendricks.
Yes.
And did she have enough there? I think both women now. The gas tank is running low. Perhaps the E-light has gone on as we're changing these slaps in the center of the ring. Headbutt.
Oh.
Whoa, and Mandy, you've been on the opposing end of that.
I sure have.
I can't feel good. Whoa. Paul Turner now in the middle.
Hey, why is Paul getting in the way?
Oh, come on.
Why is he getting in the
Paul
way?
didn't see that.
1,
Oh, no.
2, no,
Just pull the
3.
tights. Oh, that's ridiculous.
The winner of the match, Taylor
Paul Turner needs to
Hendricks.
learn what his job is and stay out of the women's way.
QT, you need to give me a
Pull her
break.
tights. Come
Pull
on.
the tights, break the eye. But a win is a win here in Pittsburgh. Taylor Hendricks is your winner. Mandy Leon, thank you for joining us here tonight. QT, thank you as well.
And the pleasure was all yours, Ian.
Oh,
Thank
give
you, thank you.
break. Mandy, I know we haven't seen the last of you and Taylor, but for Mandy Leon, QT Marshall, I'm Ian Riccaboni. Thank you for joining us. Women of Honor Wednesday. We'll see you next week.